I wanted to do a video on what I call credibility by rank. And the idea is that various people work at a company or a business, and you have the common worker, the workman, you have the assistant manager, the manager, the chief executive, and so forth. And there's kind of a pecking order of power. Now, there are some workers that are always late. They're always calling out. They don't do a very good job. But there are other workers who show up every day and who work real hard and so forth and so on. And they do a very good job. And a lot of times conflicts come up in a business or at a job situation. And what happens is a manager, assistant manager, or somebody in senior management, which means higher up in the company, is naturally considered more moral or honest than even the good worker. And I said that, and I find that in my own experience, this is not so. I find that a lot of the management people have political reasons for what they do and ulterior motives, and they're not necessarily more moral than what we call a good worker. In fact, I found the exact opposite experience. And I call it credibility by rank. In other words, there's an assumption that a manager or a senior manager or a CEO is more honest and more upfront than what we call a good worker. I'm not talking about somebody that does a bad job and is not conscientious and doesn't have a work ethic. I'm talking about somebody with a work ethic who's a conscientious, who has a good record. They haven't been written up. They haven't been in trouble. They've done the job. They've been there a while. And I find that the credibility by ranking is a wrong assumption in a lot of cases. You have to look at the record of the person rather than the rank of the person. So I call it credibility by rank, but it's an interesting concept. There's an assumption that somebody who is a boss is more honest than somebody else. And I didn't find that to be the case as I worked for various companies.